So next topic that we have to cover is your methods on dictionary. Okay. So let's create a simple dictionary class first. Okay. First is your let's check dictionary. D is equal to, suppose let's say I'm storing maybe 1 colon 2 comma 2 colon 4 comma 3 colon 9 comma 4 colon 16. Okay, so this is your dictionary class. Now, what we need to do, first thing that I think I have already covered this. Let me just quickly recap. D dot keys. So if I write here class D dot keys simply, it will give me data in this manner. Okay, but the problem with this is that this particular thing, suppose let's say if I store this in a variable, let's say x is equal to x dot D dot keys. So x we will get this. But if I write here x of 0, it will throw an error that x. This is not subscriptable. Okay, we cannot do indexing on this. Okay. So now in this case, what we usually do class, we basically can typecast this into a indexable format that we can use later on. D dot keys. Okay. Similarly, we can get list of D dot values. We can create a tuple also depending on the requirement. Similarly, we can do list of D dot. Okay. So from D, we got these three things. Now, first, yesterday I told you whenever we talk about database, there are 4 operations available. CRUD. Okay. So let us see how to create and update data. Both of them are same in case of dictionary. Okay. Let me just quickly show you read also first. Okay. Suppose let's say this dictionary is there and you want to read some specific item. Now, if I write D0, it will throw an error because dictionary is non-indexable. But if you already know the key, then you can fetch the value using the key. How? You can write D of, suppose let's say if I write D of 1, it will give us 2. So D of 1 is 2. Similarly, suppose let's say if I write D of 4, it will give me 16. But vice versa is not possible. You cannot fetch, if you write D of 16, it will not give you 4. You cannot fetch the key using a value. Okay, you can only fetch a value using the key. Okay, this is how you read data from a dictionary. First thing. Okay, there is another way. Okay, you can also write d dot get 4. It will also give you 16. Both of the ways can be used to fetch data from a dictionary. Now let's move forward, class. Okay, we already saw how to read data. Now let us see how to create and update both. The method to do that is same. Here there is a method called as update. D dot update. Now if I write here class, suppose let's say I have to see, first thing, in case of update method, we have to pass a dictionary. That dictionary can have multiple items. Suppose let's say I am writing here 5 colon let's say 25 comma 4 colon 16 comma let's say 2 colon maybe 2 colon 4 2 colon 10. Now here see, notice one thing class, in this case 5 colon 25. See, there is no key present in the dictionary called as 5 currently. Okay, there is 5 is not present in the dictionary as key. Now if I run this code, so if the key is not present, what will update method do? If the key is not present, it will add the key and value pair, it will add. If the key is already there, like here in this case, okay, and if the value is also same, so it will do nothing. But if the key is also already there, okay, but the value is different, then it will update the value. Are you getting this thing, class? If the key is already there, then it will update its value. Okay, if it is different, okay, if key is not there already, then it will add the key at the end. So you can see here, initially the value of 2 was 4, so now it is become 2 colon 10. Since 5 colon 25 was not there, so 5 colon 25 got added. Got this, everyone, class, or not? Okay. Now, suppose let's say we have this dictionary with us. Now there is another way to update data in a dictionary. How? I can write here d of 2. Okay, if I write d of 2, this is what happens. This is what? This is fetching data, right? Fetching value using a key. So if I run this for class, d of 2 will give me 10. But suppose class, let's say if I want to modify the value, I want to write d of 2 is equal, I want to modify the value to 4. But I can also do it like this, d of 2 equal to 4. So if you see d here now, you can see the value of the of key 2 got changed to 4. What exactly are you not getting in 23? D of 2 is a key now. D of 2 is giving us 10. 10 is the value of 2 now. It is what happens in a dictionary? Dictionary is a key value pair. Got this everyone class? Others also were asking the same thing. Okay. 21 you are asking. 21 what exactly you are not getting? Jayavardhana? I know update is there, but see what happens. The update method mein what happens? If the key is already there, so it will do what? It will if the key is already there and value is also same, so it will do nothing. The key is already there and value is different, so it will update the key with new value. If the key is not there, add the key value pair as new item. Got this class now? Okay. Now, see class. If the key is not there, suppose here you can see d of 6. Okay, it will throw an error. If the key is not there, then it will throw error. Got it, Pankaj? Okay. Now, I showed you how to fetch data. Okay. Now, if the key is already there, okay, then you can modify its value also. Like here, d of 2 is currently 10, but we change d of 2 equal to 4. So you can see we can change to 2 colon 4. Now, I can add a new key using this method also. How? D of 2. Sorry. Suppose let's say d of 7 is not there. So I can write here d7 is equal to 49. 49 okay, na? 7 square. 7 square is 49, right? Okay. So here you can see since d7 was not there initially, so it got added. So there are two ways that you can modify or add data directly using this method, using this operation called as indexing. Okay, using this operation, or you can use the update method, whichever. Okay, you can use both of them. Yes, until that doesn't matter, na. See, I gave a gap, na. There is no key present as 6. I directly gave 7. It is not index number. Indexing is not there in dictionary. No, Zuzar, you cannot recall the original value after updating new. Once you have changed the value in the dictionary or wherever in list or wherever if you have changed the value, then it will be updated in the memory, and whatever data was present there earlier will get lost. You cannot recall the value. No, not necessarily. Santil. It is not necessary that the key should always be a number. Key can be any immutable data type. Key of a dictionary can be any immutable data type. Okay. Value of a dictionary can be of any data type. Whatsoever. Okay. Yes, you can use this way. Kunal, is a dictionary always sorted on the basis of keys? Not necessarily. I am just putting data like this. No? It is not necessary to sort. It is not necessary that they will be sorted. No. Yes, Santil, it can be a mix of anything. Yes. Okay. Now, class, suppose let's say we have this dictionary with us. Now, okay. In CRUD, we saw how to create data, how to read data, how to update data. Now, last thing is how to delete data. Okay. Now, remember, class, in list, we learned 3 ways to delete data. One was pop, second was remove, third was del. These 3 ways were present in case of your list to delete data. Now, in case of dictionary, your remove is not there. Okay, pop is there, delete, del is there. Okay, how it works? Suppose dictionary is there. So if you simply write d dot pop, what will happen, class? If you simply write d dot pop, what will happen? No, it will throw error. Okay, it will not throw the last element. Why? Because in case of dictionary, dictionary is not indexable. Na? In case of list, if you remember, there was a by default index called as -1. So that is why it was popping the last element. But in case of dictionary, there is no concept of indexing. Okay, indices are not present in case of dictionary. That is why d.pop empty will not work at all. It will throw an error. You can see pop expected at least one argument. Okay, so what you can do, d.pop, you can mention a particular key. Okay, suppose let's say I want to pop, let's say 2:4. I simply write 2. So you can see that data got popped. And if you check the dictionary, you can see 2:4 is not there anymore. Clear, class? Okay, now same thing can also be done. Suppose let's say I want to add d dot. Let me add this again. D of 2 is equal to 4. Now what will happen, class? In this case, 2:4 will be added at the end. Okay, because it will be always come to the end. Okay? Now what will happen? Because dictionary is an ordered collection. If you remember, class, dictionary is ordered collection, so data will always come to the end. Now here what will happen, class? Suppose there is another way that I can delete. Okay, see, using pop, we are not deleting the data exactly. We are just popping the data. It is coming outside of the dictionary. Here you can see, let me show you. If I write here d.pop 2, and suppose if I write here x equal to d.pop 2. So here you can see if I write print d and if I write here print x, so you can see what will happen. From the dictionary, 2:4 will be removed. Okay, but the value of the key 2 will get stored inside the x variable. Okay, so it is not actually deleting the data, rather it is popping the data. Popping means it is just like throwing out the item 2:4 item from the dictionary. Same thing happens in case of list also. If you want to store that data in some other variable, you can do that, totally up to you. Okay, now class, if you want to delete the data permanently, what you can do, you can simply write del d of, let's say we will delete 4, d of 4. So now you can see class from the dictionary 4:16 is not there anymore. Clear class? Not the key value, no. It will only store the value, not the key. Because key to already you know, na? Key to you already know. You don't know the value, right? Clear class, everyone till here? Clear class, everyone till here? Dick is not non-indexable. Could you non-indexable? Okay, see. Suppose let's say you have a string with you. Okay, and you say hello. So if you can write s of 0 and you will get the first. This is called as indexing. Okay, indexable means basically h is stored at index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, and so on. Okay, but in case of dictionary, if I write d of 0, I will not get anything because indices are not there in case of dictionary. Okay, so you cannot d0 doesn't mean that I want to fetch the first item. Got this now? Clear class so far? These 4 operations correct, you all of you got till now? Now, suppose let's say you have a dictionary with you and you want to flush the entire dictionary. Okay, what you can do, you can write here d dot clear. Same thing happens in list also. If you remember, d dot clear, okay, will empty the dictionary. If you write del d, it will delete the dictionary from the memory altogether. Got this class we covered in this in list also. So clear we have covered del, then update, pop. There is one more thing class. There is one more available. Suppose let's say you have a dictionary with you. Okay, and if you write d dot pop item, so now what this will do, pop item will basically pop the last one from the dictionary in form of tuple. Okay, so if you see the dictionary, actually you can see the last item got popped. Okay, so how pop items basically works? Okay, the item that got added last will be removed. Clear class, everyone? Is it clear class, everyone? Okay, next topic that we have to start is your class methods on set. Okay, now set class, we know set is basically they are unordered first thing. This is really important class. Set is the only unordered collection. Okay, then there is your unique data is there. Okay, non-indexable. Okay, so these 3 things are there in case of set. Now suppose that I'm creating a set. Okay, 2, 5, 9, 1, 3, 0. Let's say 5 is present twice. If I write set here now, you can see 5 will be present one time only. But since it is unordered, so what will happen? In whichever order you will store the data initially can be changed automatically. It can be completely random also. Okay. Now class, same thing. Set is mutable. Now, so there are 4 operations. CRUD. Okay. How to create data? As dot add. If I want to add new data to the set, so I can write as dot add 10. Simply So if I see S now, you can see 10 got added. Okay, not necessarily at the end. You cannot say it is getting added at the end. It can get added anywhere. Set is unordered class. Remember this. Next is read. Now reading the data from a set is not possible. Why? Because set is non-indexable. There is no concept of key value pair. There is no concept of elements in a set. So that is why there are no indices. Okay, now since there are no indices, that means you cannot read data from a set. Okay, you cannot read individual data. But let's say you want to read all the data from a set. So in that case, what you can do, you can write simply for I in S. Okay, print I. So here in this manner, you will be able to read all the data. But individual data you cannot read from a set. Okay, now let's move forward. Next is the class update. Okay, no, append we cannot use. Append basically works in case of list. Okay, see, append basically means what? Add something at the end, right? But in case of set, there is no concept of start or end, no? So append doesn't make sense. Are you getting this? Since set is unordered, there is no concept of start or end. Can we convert set to list? Yes. Can typecast set to a list? Yes, obviously. List of S. See, that can be done. Now, class, let's continue. Next is class update. Update again is not possible in case of set. You cannot update a particular data. Suppose, let's say you are saying, okay, I want to place 40 in place of this 3. You are saying you want to place 40 in place of this 3. No, that cannot be done. You can add 40 separately. You can remove this 3 separately. But you cannot put 40 in place of 3. Why? Because set is non-indexable. Okay. So there is no concept of update also. So update and read cannot be done. But C and D you can do. Okay. Delete you can do. What is the point of doing that, Rohit? Set is unordered. No, it will again change the order. So do it directly in set. Okay. So addition we saw how to add data. Delete data how? As dot remove. Suppose this is as dot remove. Suppose I want to remove, let's say 5. So I can write simply as dot remove 5. So now you can see 5 is not there anymore. Now there is one thing, class. If I write here as dot remove 100, so you can see it is throwing error. So this is what happens like this. Okay. As dot clear is also there. If I want to empty the set, okay. Empty the set. Then there is your DLS. Obviously, you can do. Okay, DLS you can do everywhere. Can we use pop on sets? Pop, I guess. See, pop basically how pop works. Let me tell you. In case of pop, now it will remove data randomly from the set. Let me show you the documentation also. There is one thing, class. Suppose let's say s.pop is there. Now you are not able to remember how basically your this pop function, pop method works. So what you can do, you can write s.pop followed by a question mark and run the cell. So what you will see, this is called as a docstring. Docstring basically represents how a particular method or function works. Okay, so this is already present in the source code in the documentation. Okay. So you can see pop basically what it does, remove and return an arbitrary set element. Is it clear, class, everyone so far? Okay, now let me cover. There are some operations on set for which set is majorly used for. It will delete any value randomly. Yes. Operations on set plus. Do you remember we studied set 11, 11, 12 also? Do you remember that? Relations and set in mathematics. Hello. No? Okay. Now, at that time, do you remember that we covered something else also in that? In mathematics, there were some concepts present in set. Do you remember that? Exactly, yes. There was a concept of union, intersection, all those things were there. So class, in some time now, I might join from a different system. Okay, because there is a power cut here and I don't have any power backup as of now. Okay, so my laptop battery is running fast. I don't know why. Okay, so I hope that is fine with everyone, right? Okay, now four operations we have to cover. Three operations, sorry: union, intersection, and difference. Suppose let's say we have a set with us S1 is equal to 2 comma 7 comma 1 comma 0. There is another set S2 is equal to 3 comma 4 comma 7. This data is there. Now if I write here class S1 and S2, so this is what class? This is called as intersection. Okay, intersection, all of you know, right? Common elements between both the sets. You can see 7 is the only common element. Okay. Next is class union. So this code can also be written as, let me just quickly write down here. S12 is equal to S1 dot intersection S2. Both of them will give the same answer. Okay. Let's continue now. Next is class union. Okay. SU12 is equal to S1 union S2. So this is called as union. This can also be written as SU12 is equal to S1 dot union S2. Okay, so you can see it is giving us a union of both of them. Got this everyone till here? Okay. Now class, I hope all of you know, if I do S1 and S2, this will actually be equal to, this will give the same output as S2 intersection S1, right? Right class? Same goes for S1 union S2. That will be same as S2 union S1. But suppose class, if I write here S1 minus S2, so see the answer. S1 minus S2 will give us what? See, this is S1, this is S2. So S1 minus S2 will basically give those elements from S1, which is not part of S2. I hope all of you got this right. Those elements from S1 which is not part of S2. Similarly, if I write here S2 minus S1, that will be different. Clear class? Is it clear everyone class so far? Amit, added to what? Acha, if S1 minus S2, is added to S2 minus S1. No, that will give you basically not the union. No. It will not give you the union. Basically, it will give you the union minus the intersection. It will give you the union minus the intersection. See this, na? Plus S2 minus S1. Union. Addition will not work, but we can do union between them. See, this is a union, and if I do S1 union S2, then this is 7 is also there, because 7 is basically your intersection, right? Clear class, everyone? Right, Abhishek. Since set is non-indexable, we cannot concatenate them. Dictionary and set cannot be concatenated. Clear, everyone, so far? Okay. So that is all about your methods. Okay. Any doubt, anyone class so far? I was just taking a union. S1 minus S2 was giving me this 0, 1, 2. S2 minus S1 was giving me 3 and 4. So I was doing a union of both of them. These are two different sets, na? The output of this is a separate set. Output of this is a separate set. So I was just putting them together in a single set. Comparative study tabulation. There is no table available, Senthil, but I will do one thing. Just drop a message. I will make one and I will share. Okay. I don't have any tabulation like right now. Sets are basically used when we want to combine multiple. They're majorly used when we want to work on union, intersection, or difference. Okay, that is a primary use of sets. Okay, I will work on some questions. Okay, in a while, so you'll get to understand. Suppose class, I'm giving you some questions now. Okay, write a program to create to check if a particular person is present in the company or not. Okay. Suppose I am giving a list. There are multiple people in the company. Let's say A person is there, G is there, R is there, Q is there, and E is there. If present, tell there, print there, employee ID. So I have another column, another list with me. This is employee list. This is ID list. Okay. Each employee has an employee ID. Suppose let's say 34, someone has 23, 66, 32, 55. Okay. These are corresponding IDs. Okay. A has 34, G has 23, R has 66, Q has 32, E has 85. So you have to write a code which will check if a person is present in the company or not. And if the if person is not present, then print not present. If the person is present, then print present and then print their employee ID as well. Got the question, everyone, class? Do it quickly. Got this right? Yes, Rohit, you have to take an employee from the user, name of the employee from the user, and check if that employee is present in the company or not. And if the employee is present, then you have to print their employee ID. Okay, so let's work on this class. First thing it is saying, write a program to check if a particular person is present in the company or not. Okay, so for that what we will do, we'll write here. First we'll take input from the user. E is equal to input, enter the name. Okay, then we'll check if E in employee. If that person is present, then print present, else print not present. Now, second thing it is saying, if present, we have to print their employee ID. Now, notice one thing, class. I told you earlier also. Key. Suppose let's say I'm putting R. Let's say in the input I give R. So what will happen? We need the. I told you that the employee ID of R is the corresponding index in the ideal list. Okay, that means 66. That means the index of 66 and R is same. Index of 34 and A is same. Index of 23 and G is same, and so on. Okay, so if I'm able to find out the index of R, then I will be able to find out that okay, if 66, what data is present at that index of ideal list. How? I will write here index is equal to emp dot index. We have to find the index of which element? E element. And then we need that index. We need the data from that index from the ideal list. Are all of you getting this code or not, class? Are all of you getting this code or not? Right? So if I run this code and if I enter, let's say Z, it will give me not present. But suppose if I enter here Q, it will give us 32. Got this, class, till here? You can convert both the disks, but how will you convert psi? How will you convert? Okay, do one thing. I'm giving another question, class. Take this to list, create a dictionary, in the following format. It should be like this: A colon 34, comma G colon 23, and so on. So you have to write a code for this, class. So you cannot type fast, no. Class, I am joining from another system. Just give me a minute. Am I audible, class? Hello? Yeah, perfect. And my screen is visible as well? Perfect. Okay, so this question is there. So now what we'll do in this question? AGRQE create a dictionary in the following format. Now what we can do, class, we have two lists with us. Now this particular thing will only work if the length of both the lists is same. So first of all, do one thing, if length of employee if length of employee is equal to length of ideal, then only will work. Okay, now for since the length of both of them is same, so I can do what, for I in range of employee length of employee, and here I will create an empty dictionary outside the for loop, or you can create here also, it's same thing. D is equal to empty dictionary will create, and then here we'll write d dot update, and we'll get data from where? We will get data from where? emp of I colon ideal of I. Are you getting this code, everyone? Is everyone getting this code or not? I will take the first index of from the employee, first index from the ideal, and combine them together, update in the dictionary. Next time, second index from EMP, second index from ideal, and update, and so on. And at the end, I will write here print D. See? I hope all of you got this code right. Okay, so let's continue now, class. Okay, do you want me to move on to next topic, or you want to work on more questions? More questions now? Okay. No, Rishikesh, if the length is not same, then you cannot create key value pair. Na? Are you getting this? If the length of both of them is not same, then will you be able to make key value pair? because there won't be any corresponding element. Now, suppose let's say there are 7 employees, but only 6 employee IDs are there. So how will you match them together? Are you getting my point? Okay, so that's the case. So in this kind of cases, now we check if the length is same or not. You can put a else also here. Else print length not same, matching not possible. Okay, so that you can do. Let me give you more questions. Suppose let's say you have a list with you. Okay, and 23 comma 25 comma 21. These are the marks of the first student in 3 subjects: physics, chemistry, maths. Okay, physics, chemistry, maths, PCM. Okay, marks of second student, let's say 24, 24, 24. Marks of third student, 25, 20, 17. Now these marks are out of 25. Okay, PCM. Okay, now what you have to do, and there are 3 students: A, B, C. There are 3 students. Now what you have to do, class, print the name of the student who scored highest percentage. All of you got the question? All of you understood the question or not? You are getting the error as, see, these are the marks of the first student in PCM. Okay, student A scored 23 in physics, 25 in chemistry, and 21 in mathematics. Similarly, student B scored 24 in physics, chemistry, maths, all 3 of them. Okay, these are the marks of student C. Now you have to print the name of the student who scored the highest percentage. Okay, these marks are basically out of 25. Maximum marks is of 25 in each subject. 25 in each subject. Got the question now, class? Let me share this list on chat. All of you got the question or not, class? At least respond. Perfect. Okay, so now you have written AGREQ, employee ID is this. You have written, okay, employee ID is this. Dict is equal to empty for I in employee. See, Sonia, your error is you have written for I in employee. So what will happen? It will take the index from the employee, or it will take the elements of the employee directly. When you write for I in employee, are you taking the index? Are you fetching the index, or are you fetching the elements? Mamta, totally up to you. You can do it parallelly also, or you can create a separate list first for the percentages of all 3 of them, and then you can write the code accordingly. Sonia, are you there? Okay, can you explain below snippet only printing last element instead of all? Can you hear me, class? So all of you have completed this question? Have all of you completed this question? Okay, take a minute, no problem. Mamta, maybe you can let me just give you a hint. You can try to find out the percentage individually first, create a separate list for that, okay, and then calculate that which percentage is the maximum. Okay, run a for loop. Okay, or you can directly, there is a class. I'm just giving you a hint, one thing you can use if you want to. There is a function available. Suppose let's say you have a list with you. L is equal to 1, 2, comma 5, comma 4, and you want to find the maximum. So you can simply write max of L. So it will give you the maximum. Similarly, you can write sum of L. It will add all of them together. Okay. So you can find out the maximum one, then find out the maximum, find out the index of that, and then based on that you can find the name, find out the percentage first, and then see which percentage is the highest. Okay, let's try. Okay, there can be multiple approaches. See, for this question, there can be multiple approaches. I am explaining one approach that I just told you earlier. Okay, suppose let's say you have this list. Okay, so you can create a percentage list. Okay, how? For I in range, sorry, keep this empty and write for I in L. Okay, so what will happen, class? For Li in L, I hope all of you are getting this. It will take the list It will take the inner list one by one from the L list. So what I will do, I will calculate the percentage is equal to क्या करना था? Sum of Li, okay, divided by length of Li, or we can also do 3 because we know that PCM is there, only 300 is there. So you can do it 3 also directly, no issue. And whatever the percentage got calculated, we can put that percentage directly inside the Perl dot append. So all of you got this till here? All of you got till here, class? Yes or no? Li in elements list, the inner list, na? I am running, see, I am running this list here. Li on the L. So what will it will do? Li will take the inner list one by one. This inner list. Okay, this individual list will be taken, will be stored inside the Li one by one. Got this now, class? Okay. So we got the Perl. So one more thing, we can round it off. Okay, what we can do here? There is a function available, class, called as round. Round comma 2. Round comma 2 basically means it will round to 2 decimal places. Put this in a bracket for better understanding. Okay. So now we have this Perl list with us. Now what we can do, we can calculate the maximum from this. Max pers is equal to max from the Perl. Now we got the maximum value. We can calculate the index of that person. How? Index is equal to Perl dot index max pers. Okay, I calculated the maximum percentage, class, here. Let's suppose in our case the maximum percentage will be, the answer of this will be 24. Now here in this case what I am doing, I am finding out the index of 24. Whatever is the maximum percentage, I am finding out the index of that. So here in this case the index of that will be 1. And then I will write here print 2. I will simply do indexing. It will give me B. Got this everyone, class, or not? So percentage and average. Acha, it is percentage, right? Okay. Okay, so percentage can be calculated using sum of Li, sum of all of them, divided by, I will do one more thing. Total marks is equal to 25. I will divide this by total marks. See, to keep the code robust, now we write the code like this. Length of Li. So length of Li will, see, notice one thing, class, focus. Length of Li will give us 3. That will be multiplied with total marks, because tomorrow it is totally up to us. Now we can change the total marks also. Total marks can be 30, it can be 100, it can be anything. Okay, so we'll do that. and then here you write percentage. Is the code correct now? Calculating the percentage is like this, na? Sum by 75. Achha, into 100 also you have to do, na? Is it correct now? Class? No. What is the mistake? Percentage, how do we calculate? We calculate by adding all of them divided by 75 total marks into 100. Huh? So this is how we calculate the percentage, no? So it is 25 into. So that is what I am doing, na? Total marks into 3. See, here also I am doing 3, na? Total marks, this is per subject. This is total marks per subject. So I am doing into 3 here. Got that now, class? Okay. Let me give another question now. Just a minute. Write a program to create a list of all the create a list of squares of even numbers and cubes. Create a list of square of even numbers and a separate list of cubes of even numbers. Take the range as input. Got the question, class? You have to create two lists. Okay, first list should be square of even numbers, second list should be cubes of not even numbers, odd numbers, sorry. Cubes of odd numbers. All of you got this question or not? Okay, Amit, see what happens when those who understood the previous question, you can start working on this new question. Okay, I'm just explaining this index part. So what is happening now? See, Amit, see, here I have calculated the maximum percentage. Okay, so the person having the, let's suppose here in this case, let me print the call also. Print call. Okay, so here you can see, class, 96 is the maximum percentage. Okay, so now here in this code, what I am doing is I am basically in line number 14, what I am doing is I'm basically from the Perl list. This is the Perl list, right? This list that got printed. From this list, I am finding out the index of of the number of the maximum percentage. Maximum percentage what was? Is 96, right? Okay, so I am finding on the index of 96. Maximum percentage is 96, as you can see here, right? So here Perl.index max percentage will give me the index, that in our case it is 1. It can be anything else also. And then whatever index I am getting, we know that these are the corresponding indexes. That means that 96 is the percentage of B, 92 is the percentage of A, 82.67 is the percentage of C. So here what I am doing is I am basically calculating the index and then I am using that same index on the student list. Got this now, Amit?